Hello, Leo North Node. Very nice to see you today. I am going to do your reading for the 4 weeks from the new moon in September to the new moon in October. If you are new to your North Node, Leo, and would like to read a bit more about yourself, you can check in the description box below. And let's begin. I'm just going to get right into it. So Leo North Node, we have Intuitive Arts Guide, Magical, Doves, Work, and the Egyptian Eagle. So this outer circle that I've just formed, these represent the universal energies that are affecting you from the September new moon onward until October. So right off the bat with Intuitive Arts Guide, I see either you have a creative spark. You have a creative spark of some sort. For a lot of you, it is the actual creation of artwork, and for others of you, it's cooking or some other creative aspect of work. Maybe you work in marketing and it requires you to come up with campaigns, for example. So there's a lot of energy streaming into your creative center, into your sacral chakra and your solar plexus. In order to fuel your creativity, of course, with the other colors, there's also root and there's heart. There's all of the chakra colors are basically in this. So there's a lot coming in to light you up in the creative realm or of your life. And I see, like, when I look at this, I also see like a stage and spotlight and laser show kind of thing. So this star kind of energy, stepping into the spotlight kind of energy. I also see kind of that spotlight here, like this is an amphitheater type of stage. This is magic. So you have, or magical. There is a magical energy around you where you can create pretty much anything, or anything that you create will get fame and recognition. Yeah, you kind of, I'm getting the saying, you have the magic. You have the magic touch. The magic touch? Yeah. No, the Midas touch. You turn everything to gold. Do you know that song? The Midas touch. Look it up. It's from the 80s. You might like it. So there's universal support for you to make your projects even that more, like, you can do no wrong at this time with the amount of support that's coming in. Doves for me is about co-creating with a partner. I get romantic love off of the doves mostly. But the doves are also peace, you know. And they're monogamous creatures, right? They stay in a pairing. So in this case, I'm feeling a renewal of your relationships, and like this creative energy extending to you finding a new rhythm in your partnerships and relationships. Laying some things to rest, coming to peaceful coexistence with some certain people that have been, or you've had strained relations or a strained working relationship. I'm getting a lot of it in relation to whatever it is you create. So if it's a family member who does not quite support you, or it's a boss or a colleague that always seems to step on your toes, you're meant to step into the spotlight. So this is the energy of like either leaving those people behind and wishing them well, you know, or your relationship with them kind of shifting to a more peaceful and harmonious collaboration or support of each other. Peaceful coexistence, where each can be themselves fully with, the acceptance, with others allowing you to be yourself, or you allowing other people to be themselves without judgment. So I'm getting a lot of energy around peaceful and harmonious relationships. Because the work card is here, it keeps coming to me in the realm of work, or what it is you would like to accomplish in life. But this is very much work. Work is work. It could be self-employment, it could be freelancing, it could be in an office. But the work card came out with the Egyptian eagle, so there's definitely this passion and rebirth in this realm. So in the universal energies, I'm seeing a massive revival, revamping of your work life. Okay, they prefer not the word massive, but significant. I don't want to scare you if you're not necessarily looking for a change. But the way that the universal energy is coming in to expand you, the change is inevitable, right? And our North Node is not necessarily the most comfortable place to go, but it's somehow our soul keeps yearning for it. So our egos may be tentative about taking certain steps and going certain directions, and but our soul is like, yeah, but what if I did that thing that I kind of fantasize about, right, or daydream about. So for you, Leo North Node, it's what if I step into the spotlight? What if I go it alone? What if I am the star of the show and my team that I worked with doesn't get to share in the glory or the recognition? You may feel like you're doing someone a disservice, or you're hogging the spotlight, but you can't help it. Like, if it's in your chart, in your stars, to be this to be the star, then that is what it is. Other people have their own roles in life, and they may be jealous at first. You always have those type of people, but other people are very, once they could also accept what their path is, they may realize they shine in other places, and so they don't need to be jealous of you, right? That's part of the harmony that's being gifted to you in your universal energies right now. So now I'm shuffling for the 5D energy. So this is how the universal energy is showing up in your subconscious, in your intuition, in your higher self, and in some like synchronicities in your life. Oops. So I did a little fast forward there. Okay. We have communication, surrender, divine masculine, the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra, kindness, and authenticity. So other than this card here, you have all green and blue, which is all your heart and throat chakra. So the energy I'm getting here is that whatever you are pursuing at the moment, especially if you are pursuing it kind of in a group, or you have partners that you're working with, or a team that you're trying to bring together, you are totally meant to lead. I'm seeing communication that comes from the heart. So this creative energy, creative magic, peacemaking, and rebirth, transformation, passion in your work realm. It's showing up as this almost compulsion to lead. If you are dealing with people who don't appreciate that you're taking the lead, you kind of, not everyone, the saying, you can't be everyone's darling. You don't need everyone to like you to succeed. That is one of the lessons for Leo. On your South Node, which is Aquarius, you thrive working in a community, championing causes, and you were highly skilled at making collaborative efforts, like not just 1 + 1, but 1 × 10, 1 × 100. You know what I mean? You amplified the efforts of the group, and you use your talents to amplify the efforts of the group. In this case, your talents are meant to just amplify you and to lead by example and to shine. So you and surrender is some of you have been suppressing that because it feels like you want to keep the peace, or you're leaning into what you know and what in your comfort zone, and what you know is making the group the best that it can be. But if you are clearly coming up with the ideas faster, mastering tasks faster, you're the one that naturally people come to when they have questions. Like, you're the leader, whether you want to admit it or not, right? So you might as well, once you accept that, you will amplify you could fully utilize the energy that's available to you on the universal level, like what is streaming down to you, because right now a lot of you are fighting it. And the divine masculine is saying that there is a strong, active side of you that pushes visions and dreams into physical manifestation, into reality. You make things happen, and you make things happen by the power of your voice and the power of your, let's say, diplomacy, or how you speak to people, how you present yourself, how you relay information, how you make people feel, because you have a lot of, like, your communication is not lacking feeling. It is filled with kindness and from the heart, you know, and authenticity. And pink is just, and the gold for me, and this diamondy kind of color is just a deeper layer of the heart, like a more tuned into unconditional love, and the kind of love that exists without effort in the universe, you know, universal love. And so this authenticity is really, like, for me, a love for yourself as well, right? Being authentic is not just respect for other people and letting them and welcoming people in. It's loving yourself enough to say, this is who I am, and I only want to be surrounded by people who, well, you know, allow space for me. And if they don't want to allow space for me and don't like me, then that's fine, right? Once again, the dove and the peaceful harmony and coexisting. So they're really showing you that it's not necessary for you to tone yourself down to be accepted, or to not make waves. That you are, Leo is the lion heart. Like, really, your intentions for the most part are not bad. I mean, I'm speaking very generally, but I can tell for the people who are coming to this reading, you know, Spirit and your guides want me to say, like, when you have a strong presence, some people read you wrong, but that doesn't mean that what they are mirroring to you is the truth of who you are. So that's why authenticity is so important, and they're highlighting it to you right now, because you have to understand that you are pure and strong of heart. And so if someone takes you wrong, well, you say, okay, and peacefully let them go on their way, right? Because you have too much going on to even bother. You have too many gifts coming your way. You have too much potential to even bother with people who are trying to belittle you or paint you in a light that slows down your progress, right? Like, you have the whole universe behind you, so don't even bother with them. And you don't even have to send them any bad energy or talk bad about them. It's just like, it doesn't even matter. Like, it really doesn't. You're going to succeed with their support or without their support. And that's the happy reality I get to tell you. Like, it's all whether or not you are going to heed the call and express all of this awesome, diplomatic, yet blazing mane of fire energy that the universe is supporting you in drawing out at the moment. Okay, I'm going to move on to the 3D energies. I'm just going to grab a sip of water before I do that. Okay, so 3D energies. We're going to see how all of these energies are materializing in your physical world. Okay, so we have the High Priestess, the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. I love that you got the High Priestess in this spread because it brings in a lovely dose of divine feminine to balance what feels right now like a very masculine energy charged reading. I find it interesting because I said at first that I found this card to be about romantic love. In this case, the Doves, and then you have the Lovers as well, and in authenticity. So I'm getting here, the High Priestess is very secure in her intuitive abilities. I feel them showing me a leader who is very keen with their gut instincts and trusts their gut enough to like lead a whole society, a whole people, with confidence. So, and also someone who's very attuned to the magic. You have magic, the magic of nature, natural cycles of things. So she very much taps into the magic that's available to her from the universe and around her. So I'm getting that this is showing up in your 3D as well, for some of you, I'm getting that this is not necessarily you. This is a person in your life who is challenging your leadership, and maybe the reason why you are shying away from shining in this divine masculine way, because you're not necessarily wanting to step on toes. I'm also getting that this person and you could actually be together, power couple, so to speak, and that this is actually a fated connection. That's not for everybody. That's one way of interpreting this series of cards. I will let the angels and your guides to guide me to another possibility or another interpretation. No, they don't really have another interpretation for me. Maybe another one will come up once I'm through processing that wave of energy. What if this represents Leo North Node? What if the High Priestess represents Leo North Node themselves? Okay, so they're saying that there's the other interpretation of this energy, or manifestation of this energy, could be that you're sitting pretty where you are. Your comfort zone has you in a union with someone, partnership, romantic or otherwise, and all of this divine information, these upgrades that are coming to you, as intuition, let's say your impulses, your divinely inspired impulses, they're kind of, those are meant to be. They may lead you down a completely different path or away from that person. So, because you see in this card, this Wheel of Fortune, it's like you go through the gate and you're on a journey. So, and I have the Hierophant, like this gatekeeper who's giving you the knowledge for the rest of this journey. And they're pointing out to me that the Hierophant is 5, the number 5, and number 5 is like a stress point, conflict, necessary change, or change that is, for me, a 5, the feeling that they give me of a 5 is a point of friction that has to be resolved. Like 5 is a number that you can't stay on. Every time I see a 5, it's something that the discord, the disharmony needs to be resolved. And here the 5 times 2 is 10. And they're showing me that as well. So 5 times 2, the High Priestess, is 10. So some of you may be experiencing in your love life, or I'm going to stick with love life for now. Some of you in your love life may have a partnership that is coming in to bring out your authenticity. Like it's something to draw it out of you. So the universe has sent you a divine partner. May not be a lifelong partner, but someone to accompany you that through this phase of development, right? Others of you are separating from somebody who are ending a chapter of development, because once again we have the 10. Some of you are ending a cycle, a relationship where you were with someone who really helped you through this past phase of development. But whatever the case may be, it's all about like sending that person on their way, or continuing your journey with this person with, like, in the most harmonious way possible. where everybody just wants the best for each other. And that, with that, I'll foray into if this is a business partnership. If you're in a band and you want to go solo because of creative differences, or because, well, you're the Leo and you're shiny, and, you know, and draw the spotlight to you. Oh, sorry. Rather, the spotlight, you don't draw the spotlight to you. The spotlight is drawn to you. Like, the spotlight is out there looking for you. That's what I'm getting. So, yeah, you definitely, you have a new phase of your life starting where, it's just magic. It feels like everything happens by magic and passion alone. Your creativity is on overdrive, and it's your time to use that Wheel of Fortune, to roll the dice and claim what's out there for you in terms of success and abundance. Yes. And the relationship, I also am getting lots of lovely doubly tingles from the Lovers card. Like someone out there is going to find a soulmate, which this is a whole lot. What am I going for here? 6 of Wands. Ten of Cups. It's more than I was planning to take, but it's what came out. 10 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups, and the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. So everything is in the upright here. Okay, so what we're doing here is kind of looking at we are looking at the energy of like how we can bridge what's going on with the 3D to tap into the 5D energies, get you more in alignment, and help you tap into the gifts that the universe is sending you for your expansion and for your soul path. So, 6 of Wands, once again, you got this great stage. And I'm seeing here another reflection of this surrender card. And I'm saying it's okay to want to be in the spotlight. It's okay to be in the spotlight. You don't have to dumb yourself down or take one for the team, or worry about what other people are saying about you. Like, I'm seeing they're drawing me to this wreath here, and they're saying like the circle of life, the natural order of things, and pointing out to me again this kind of heart-centered authenticity, because everything else here is, high heels and lights and all the hands here, the crowd, and then you have this wreath of nature. It's like bringing your heart to the stage. What it is that you want to do in the spotlight is not feeding your ego and your past life experiences, your South Node influence, and some of the people around you who don't know how to handle being around such an attractive person, attractive in the sense of you attract people to you, people are drawn to you. They will make you feel like being in the spotlight is something that's like, arrogant, egotistical, but it's just in your heart. You're just like that, and it's what your soul wants to experience, and it's divinely informed, divinely inspired. It is in your blueprint. So for you to experience that, we're all here to experience different things in each lifetime, and we'll all get our chance to be in the spotlight. So if someone who is not their chance this time around is giving you flack, well, like, you can't really do anything about that. It's your turn. It's your turn. The Wheel of Fortune is, so this card is saying, walk the pathway that is there for you into the spotlight, and do so with your heart open and knowing that your intentions are pure, right? In the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, I'm seeing here I'm seeing a teamwork. You also have the 10 in the Wheel of Fortune here. I'm seeing collaboration and happiness in the team. So this balance between your Aquarius South Node, which is very much, as I said, the collaborative, working towards a common goal vibe, and uplifting all of your team, you can bring all of those qualities to the stage. My mind keeps going to the stage because, when you look at what signs certain stars are, a lot of performers are Leos, like Madonna. I think Madonna's a Leo. Madonna a Leo? I'm not sure. I don't really follow celebrities, but I was almost positive that she is. But to make like a spectacular show, you need a team, right? So your South Node attributes have a definite place in your life, in your growth, in your expansion. So don't toss those ideals away. Just know how to utilize them to make the best use of this creative energy, right? And the magic, and the once again, respecting everybody harmoniously, respecting everybody's role, amplifying everybody's talents. You have all that already. You are a master of that from a past lifetime. So you can use that as a platform to propel you into this spotlight that you are destined for, and have people to enjoy the spotlight with, like with your Lover's card, right? Four of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Four of Pentacles, they gave me the saying, hold your cards close to your chest. There are, and the Three of Cups, it came together with the Three of Cups. I'm sad to say that someone is going to lose a very close friendship and a long-term friendship because of this expansion, due to this expansion that you're going through. And you don't have to be afraid to tell them that they're being, negative, catty, belittling, or whatever they are being that is signifying that they're not completely supportive of your new self, your new growth. You can leave them with kindness, and you will have a new circle of people who, I don't want to say people, some of you have a new person coming into your life once again, and this one is very clearly like friendship, who is going to be more stargazing, dreaming, and supportive of your dreams than who you have around you at the moment. And this is all meant to be. I'm getting the message to send you that, let them go with gratitude for how far you've come with them and all of the experiences you had together, because this is coming on top of the Hierophant here, and kindness and the throat chakra. So don't do your best not to curse them, even if you feel hurt. If you have a temper, kind of keep it in check. But at the end of, when it's all said and done, and you decide to, however this relationship ended, it's over, please remember that they were sent in your life for a purpose, and they're leaving now because you have fulfilled each other's duties to each other. Right? Someone has like a long-time partner or assistant at work, or you went to school together and came out of school, worked in the same company, and now you kind of are growing apart because you're excelling and they're kind of stagnant, or they're jealous at your growth, or how quickly you're progressing. So that's for someone very specific. Someone very, very specific. But and you keep your ego in check, keep your arrogance in check. Just know that it's predestined for you. It doesn't make you better or worse than anyone else. It's just what you have been blessed to experience, what you have contracted to experience in this lifetime. They want you to really remember that you signed up for this. So do it and enjoy it. Yeah. Like in both of these wands, the Knight and the Page, I forget which one came out first, or on top, I think. But I like holding it this way. And you have this wild, this horse in the back. I always wonder what horses, I've never seen a horse in the wild, and I really wonder what horses' lives were like before people rode them. And they were kept in stables and kept animals. Just to run and experience and, this rush of joy and freedom. There's a lot of freedom in these cards, and there's a lot of passion, which is coming from the Egyptian eagle over at this side as well. Hold this all together. So you have to be yourself. You have to. It's like there's no other way to live your life that is going to be in any way fulfilling to you if you don't let out this that wants to be let out. And some of you it may be getting let out in not the most positive ways because you're not allowing yourself the space to do what it is that you want to do. And I love here that she kind of has what's like a cane, a baton, but for me it looks like a wand, and then it's under the magic card there as well. So I'm going to dig into what's in your let's see, what is in your past life experiences, soul memories, Akashic records, any karma that's affecting this situation. So that's kind of where I'm going with these next 4 cards. We have the Orbs, 4 of Embers, which is the 4 of Wands, and how do you want to receive these? This one goes here, the Fighter, and the last one is the Spirit Plane. Okay, so I'm seeing here Oh, this is an interesting story. This is another divine messages, divine inspiration, a calling of the soul, or being visited. Four of Embers, which is the 4 of Wands. I see a home life, I see marriage, I see monotony. I see monotony. And the Fighter is the Knight of Swords, I believe. Yes. And then we have the Spirit Plane. I see a lot of turmoil. I'm seeing a home life with a lot of turmoil. I'm seeing a lot of turmoil. I'm seeing not someone who was left alone a lot. How can I? Okay. A story of someone. I see a woman in a cabin or a teepee with a lot of children and other family members, female, and the men are out fighting. So this like necessity to be a society where everyone has their roles, and no one's role is more important than the other because it was all necessary for survival. And I see this, like, it just keeps going around in circles because, like, this is 7, this is 8, right? The Spirit Plane and the Orbs. So a tradition, a past life of a tradition that very much venerated the ancestors. So the tradition of community in you is super strong, which is not surprising because you're an Aquarius South Node / Leo North Node. So being in the spotlight was never a on your radar. Like for generations, it was not on your radar. So it's nothing to fix. It's just to recognize that this is kind of an energy that is lingering or present in your vibration, that is a challenge to what your soul wants to achieve in this lifetime. And we're not seeking for ways to suppress this past, but rather how to integrate it and to utilize it for your highest good now. And I feel that it's coming in this harmonious. And that's part of the reason why this whole reading is centered around your work life and not your home life. Because also in this tradition, like home and work were one. You know, the home life was so, there was so much work involved in keeping a happy and secure home life, in that for you, like the work and the family is bonded. They come hand in hand in a way. So you are meant to have like this sense of community in your work, but you are meant to shine in that community. So they're going to be reorganizing your friend circle and your colleague circle. There's the creativity and the magic and the harmony. It's very nice. It all is seeming like it's going to work out to be a really fulfilling collaboration for you, or work-life balance for you. And you may get a really awesome, passionate relationship out of this. I don't want to. They're saying for all intents and purposes, like it doesn't have to be a long-term relationship. There's going to be a bunch of you who just get like a really awesome friend and lover. Awesome. Like, it's not every relationship has to end in commitment for it to be worthwhile. I'm pulling some oracle cards now. So this is the enchanted map. We have number 34, Spark, and I'm going to take from the Oracle of Seven Energies as well. And that came out quick. I want another one somehow. Okay. There we go. I usually only take one of each, but they wanted two. So number 32, quieting the mind. And number 43, spirit of gratitude. Well, that came up before. Yep, being grateful. So I'm just going to read directly from the book, and if any other messages come up while I'm reading, I will let you know when I'm done. So, number 34, Spark. You are a clear channel for divine creativity. Creativity over here. There is a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. Open yourself to inspiration and allow life to show you its beauty and your part in co-creating it. This is the perfect time to give birth to an idea, start a new relationship or job, or begin any endeavor. Attraction is high as you connect with others who can co-create joyous experiences and join with you in expressing the finer aspects of life. Watching a spark turn into a flame and stoking that fire is a gratifying activity. So I am being prompted to show you the flame that is on the Six of Wands here. The spark turning into a flame. Okay, so these descriptions are a little bit longer on the next two cards, so bear with me. I'll start with number 32. Oop. Quieting the mind. Meditation as a commitment, the need for silence, peace within despite chaotic outer conditions, letting go of the monkey mind, mindfulness. Life is chaotic, busy, loud, frenetic, and overwhelming. Some days all that noise is like a roar of thunder echoing around you, and it feels as if you're being pummeled by a rainstorm. Isn't this why we take vacations, to get away to somewhere peaceful? In spite of the surrounding din of the world today, you need to slow down and find a bit of peace. So go ahead and take a deep breath right now. Make a commitment to be still, if only for 5 minutes. Count your breaths and be mindful of every one of them. Know that you have all the time in the world to do the things that need doing. Everything is perfect as it is. Our core beliefs about the world originate in our thoughts and feelings, which then become our perceptions. If our thoughts are all over the place, that is how we will experience the outer world. But what if the outer world didn't matter at all? What if at our center there were a place that is always calm, where the mind doesn't have a million things to say, where problems and challenges aren't nearly as important as we think they are? Today requires you to take an internal break and go to that silent space to regroup. Meditate on the stillness within. Choose a peaceful mind and nothing else. You will be amazed by how easily everything falls into place once you do. So they're prompting me to remind you of this. Not everyone is going to be on board. Not everyone's going to be able to support you. Not everyone has to support you or like you for you to be successful. So they want you to be in touch with your authentic inner self. The authenticity card is down here somewhere. Oops, authenticity. There it is. That is what they want you to be reminded of in that case. Spirit of gratitude, number 43. The prospering power of prayer, communion with the divine, expressing deep gratitude as you move through the world, knowing that your prayers will be answered exactly as they are meant to be. In prayer, we connect directly to our higher power. It is a way for us to be in communion with the divine, a reminder that our lives are a sacred conversation we are continuously engaged in. Prayer lets us know we are not alone. A power greater than us acts on our behalf and is activated through us, suffusing our hearts and minds with a faith that is life-affirming, loving, and compassionate. When we pray, we acknowledge that we are only part of the equation of life, that a spiritual aspect is always in operation. We engage in humility, knowing we are in a co-creative partnership and have so much to be grateful for. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. When you focus your attention on appreciation for even the smallest aspects of your life and what you have already experienced, it's like waving a magic wand. Everything you need comes to you without effort. Obstacles fall away, and your purpose becomes even clearer. The kind of prayer that will prosper you and others today is one of deep, abiding gratitude. You become a magnet for miracles when you are grateful and asked to be a channel for divine purpose, divine abundance, love, and compassion. The power of Source is within you. Now is the time to awaken it. So, a reminder to be grateful to all of the people who have passed through your life, those who have been in it and left, those who are on their way out, those who you are kind of still navigating how to have a friendship or relationship with, working relationship, and always have gratitude for the people who help you along the way, along your journey, and who help you to create these visions that you and works of art help you execute these great ideas that you have. The spirit of gratitude will make sure that you always have a balanced give and take with the people around you, and you'll be able to create some really awesome flames with your team. So that is all I've got for you today, Leo North Node. If you want to head over to the extended, you will get some everyday alchemy and practical magic tools for you to utilize during this month to help you tap into these energies, universal energies, and be supported by your spirit team and by all the vibrations that will work for your highest good. I'll also channel some affirmations in that session, and I have that linked below. Take care, Leo North Node. I am so happy to have met you, and I hope to see you again next month, October new moon, for next North Node reading. Take care, be well, stay blessed. Bye for now.